I hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Colin. In this video, we're going to have a look at the crypto market of today. There are some amazing crypto gaming opportunities right now. But first, let's have a look at Bitcoin. Nothing in this video is financial advice. It is for entertainment purposes only. As of today, Bitcoin reached 39K, went all the way down to 36.6K, and now is in a slow linear upward trend. You can imagine when we look at the fear and greed index, we are again in extreme fear. So last month, extreme fear, last week, fear, yesterday, extreme fear, and today, even more fear. So basically, the lower the number, the more fear is present. When we look at like 2 weeks ago, we were at about 50, which is like a normal neutral zone. It definitely didn't get better, it got worse. So you can see this in all types of behaviors. One of the main flows at the moment is the Bitcoin linear downward trend across the 7-day average, right? So over the 7 days, we basically went from like 44K all the way down to 36K. So that is definitely quite a significant drop. It was basically one of the highest points in the last 1 month. And basically coming from December, obviously, when we exclude December, so just look at the current year, right? So just at the current year, we need to move a little bit more forward like this. It was one of the highest points. So we're at 45K, here 47K. We have seen already some major volatility in the market. However, at this lowest point, like 33K, we did see a very, very nice recovery where, tremendous amounts of gains were accumulated, right? And that pattern appears to be repeating itself. So we'll definitely have a lot of opportunity right now on this lower section here about 36K. Can it go lower? Yes. Can it go higher? Also yes. Nobody can really predict how Bitcoin is going to move. Let's have a look at the top 100 coins. So over the last 7 days, we've seen a general decrease of about 15%, 16%, 15%, and it will go anywhere from 15 to, I believe, 25, 30%, right? There are some small gainers and no shit, they're all stable coins, right? When we look at the other pattern, FTX token, it's today making a small gain, but still 12% down over the last 7 days. So the daily gains are obviously a good indication. However, 7-day average performance is a lot better. You can gain, let's say, 3% today, but if you're still down 15% over the last 7 days, that's not really a good thing. And the numbers just turned red again, right? The top 100 coins, all quite bearish, right, overall. But what do you expect? Bitcoin as the leading token moving down, everything follows that trend basically. And we have one new coin, Anchor Protocol, in the top 100 is the only one gaining. Must be for a specific reason. Now, of course, the top 100 is interesting, but I care about gaming tokens, right? And what kind of amazing opportunities do we have? Many. Right, many. So basically, let's take Gala for example. I'm just going to take the last 1 month. Yeah. So we were here at some point on that lower dip, right, at about the 1st to the 4th of February, right? About 18 cents. Right now we're hanging about 23 cents. Then it took a huge run to like 33 cents, right? Then everybody was like, oh my God, I missed out. And that's where the main principle comes: buy when others are fearful. Look at the fear and greed index, extreme fear. This is an amazing opportunity right now to get a low entry. Gala was at its lowest point about 21 cents. Yeah, 21 and a half. Right now it's already 23 cents. And there's obviously the consideration that it might bounce back as it did before, or we might go lower, right? That's obviously the risk versus reward ratio. However, if we do look at the patterns, for example, something like Vulcan, right, which I did cover earlier this week in the last 7 days, I basically said that if it would go down to that $7 region, between $7 and $9, you probably want to make an entry. I think it did reach that at some point. Yeah, 9.6, not really between the 7 and 9. A little bit on the high side, but this is a coin that continuously bounces like crazy. If you look at the last month chart, there's like so many swing trade opportunities. If that's something you're into, you might want to consider, right? So definitely quite interesting there. When you look at the overall gaming market, you see the coins are down 10 to 30%. Yes, we always have to take into consideration the market might go lower or it might go down, but what if it doesn't? What if it goes up, right? I love it when you talk in the entrepreneurial spirit about projects. Everybody's like, oh, but what if it doesn't work? But what if it does work, right? Be positive. Something like Krabata down 44.5%, right? Krabata has performed amazingly in the recovery run. Right, it's basically back at that level right now. I don't want to say like these things are sure bets. Definitely not. They're not micro cap gaming, but definitely on the 80 million market cap compared to bigger projects is definitely not a lot, right? So these projects are highly volatile. But in this scenario, I'm looking maybe for like a 14 day hold. If you are confident that the market will recover, or even if you want to make longer term plays, right? I think some of these entries right now are ridiculously affordable. Things that were literally you would have missed. Let's take Ultra, for example. Still quite up, but things you would have missed basically 1 month ago when the dip happened. That opportunity is not present for Ultra. So this is a bad example. Let me take another example. Yeah, let me take, we already looked at Gala. Let's take Decentraland. Yeah, it's one of the main ones. So that dip where it was about $2.10, right? $2.10. It's not near that level yet, but it's definitely not at 330 anymore, right? So this definitely is moving down. It's also not a great example. So let me try and find you the right example you need. So Krabata was one of these examples. Let me see one significant loser. Veracity, right? So the last month, right? Basically, it's back at the level, basically 1.9 cents as it was before it usually took that hit up. So everybody's always like, oh my God, I missed the actual pump, and they buy in here. It's fucking retarded, right? You're never gonna buy, and when it has pumped like 40-50%, why would you make an entry there? It's like one of the biggest rookie mistakes, right? It's something you have to learn over time. We've all made that purchase before, right? We've all done it. So I'm not blaming you. I'm just telling you most likely don't want to do that again. When the coin is now basically just looking at the chart with a healthy mind. Yes, don't look at the fear, don't look at the greed. Just use some common sense here. Then if that pattern resets and over a 3-month period, it has basically reached an all-time low, right? The all-time low was acquired here and then it pumped, and basically how much lower can it go? That's obviously always the question. That is obviously what makes it difficult. But if you're looking at a more medium, longer term play, I don't necessarily see directly how, just talking for myself, just my opinion, how I could go wrong, how you could go wrong here, according to my opinion, based on this market, right? Unless the market goes into like a bearish super cycle downward trend where nothing recovers, everything turns to shit. But I don't believe it will. I do believe that political sanctions around the world, current conditions, current market conditions are all impacting these tokens, right? But I also think that will not last. And the market is a little bit too volatile not to be a little bit more bullish, right? So I definitely think we have an opportunity here looking at these micro cap gaming coins. If you would ask me, have you made an entry? I have not made an entry yet, right? So my latest entry that I did make, quite a significant purchase, was Unix, and Unix is holding really strong. So I'm very happy. So we got in at 19 cents. It's definitely holding after that pump to 30. It went down, obviously, as the market went down, but it's still really, really high compared to where we got in. So definitely that was a very good play. And then I've been following some other coins. So when we took the exit of Superfarm, the imposters, when we look at the launch of imposters, that's coming up. There's like 13 days left. So definitely, if you are bullish on imposters, they're going to accept Superfarm for the mint, if that's been confirmed, then definitely see a big opportunity here to do a possible swing trade formula, right? Short-term gains. However, take into consideration the market has to be a little bit bullish for it to actually do well. However, if you do believe in Superfarm as a platform and you want to join the imposters launch as well, then that would be obviously a super affordable move, because right now it's basically back. So the imposter's announcement came around here, so it did reach like, and I got out here like on the highest high, which made me really happy. Basically right after the announcement, as soon as I saw it was 18 days until the mint, even before the super farm FUD, I got out. But then it went like on a huge downward trend. So basically it's back again, super farm, at a huge entry opportunity in case you missed out before, right? Just like all the other tokens, Gala, Vulcan, that same pattern is definitely there. Okay, so that's basically everything regarding the crypto gaming, right? Let's talk about the actual launchpads, right? Because the IDOs are not doing well. I followed the launch yesterday on CDFI. It only filled 51%. So the market is definitely in extreme fear. Investors are holding back. IDOs are suffering. Launchpads are suffering. What I keep telling you, any long-term play you want to make on a launchpad, insane opportunity right now, right? When the bull market strikes, these coins will go up to infinity and beyond, basically, and you'll have to pay top dollar to join these launchpads at that point. At that point, they will have many IDOs lined up, right? They will have many successful launches. Right now, everything is shit. And that's something I learned over the last year or so, that this is the time to make the plays, to have the benefits on the next bull cycle. If you wait right now until the market reverses, potentially you might miss out. You might call the odd at the right time and make the entry at the right time. It's, however, extremely unlikely. If you're playing against the market, the odds are that you're going to lose, likely, I would say, right? And that is something to consider. So these launchpads definitely have a very big opportunity right now. But again, only make entries after you have done your own research, and if you're confident that the bearish pattern for Bitcoin has stabilized. I don't know actual technical analysis. I can't really give feedback on things. I just look at it what it is right now, and I'm not going to project or do a price prediction on Bitcoin. I do, however, am willing to share my opinion and what I believe based on just what I'm seeing, not actual any probability or whatever. I do think we will not go, let's say, down to 25K. If that would happen, yes, then anything considering gaming coins, launchpads is basically done for the shorter period of time, let's say 3 to 4 months until that market recovers again. However, it is definitely with the US pressure, the Russia pressure in the world right now, extremely volatile. So although there are amazing buying opportunities right now, I myself are not going to jump in just yet because I'm a little bit hesitant on what the news will be. I also do accept when the news is released, these coins, if it's good news, will most likely pump, and I might miss the initial pump there and those gains. So definitely high risk, high reward at the moment. If we go to OpenSea and have a look at the actual NFT market, let's see what we have. NFT world's obviously crazy right now on 115 Ethereum floor. Azuki is still there. I haven't been really keeping up to date with the NFTs. I've been extremely busy with my own projects lately. Bored Ape 91, Mutant Ape 18. So it's definitely all down a little bit. But you do still see the same project there. Doodles 11, almost 12. All these projects I don't follow. Which ones do I follow? Or am I interested in? Well, Creeps, I did follow Creeps for a little bit. Just, I'm not really into the whole NFT unless there's a big direct utility. Bored Ape Kennel Club 7.4, so that definitely has gone down a lot. Crypto Bats 0.5 also has gone down. Bioland, I have been following the bio pills since the start, so the Bioland is doing really well. Happy for those guys because they seem quite passionate about their project. What else do we have? FeeFriends 14, so that's doing well. Superfarm Genesis, obviously the spike and now the dump, right? But the projects I'm really interested in are, well, Neo Tokyo Outer Identities, the floor crashed, the tournament has been played, but volume is up. And then anything else in the top 200 that I might be interested in? I don't think so. Well, Neo Tokyo Citizens, 16.2. So that definitely has gone down a lot. My Pet Hooligan, 1. So I'm actually quite interested in this project. I might just buy one just for fun, but I have to research the project because I saw Journey Club 3.55, Doge Pound 1.24. I actually like this project just because the art is nice, but I actually have seen some gameplay. So they're developing a game, metaverse style game around it as well. I haven't done too much research into the project yet. I like the NFTs. I think I would get something like this, like a little crazy, but definitely very funny. And it seems like they have like a real team developing a real game for the medium long term. And I might just buy one of these NFTs just to show some support, because I think the artwork is funny and it would have a direct utility in the long term. And 1 Ethereum, 1.5 Ethereum, I think that's okay. I'm not really looking to build a full stack portfolio, right? I'm just like also diversifying my portfolio a little bit, not only doing IDOs, but also considering holding some NFTs for the long term, perhaps some yield farming. I'm still researching actually the yield farming and the crypto gaming guilds. So those are 2 big things that I'm researching right now that I might produce some content on in the near future. But for now, just analyzing the market, reviewing crypto gaming projects. This is everything for today. Make sure to check back tomorrow for more news. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.